Hello everyone. Today we are coming up with very interesting session about Playwright test automation, and that we will do through Java. Okay. So previously we have seen it through JavaScript. Today we are going to do this with Java. So if you have worked with Java, you will be able to relate it very easily. Even if you have worked with Selenium, you will be able to relate it. Okay, in Selenium it was happening like this. In Playwright it is happening like this. Or even if you have not worked, don't worry about it. We are going to talk about the syntax part. We are going to talk about how Playwright works. Okay, so what we will be doing today, installation, setting up, that I'll talk about it, and we'll write our first test script in Playwright. Okay, what is the prerequisite? Not Node.js. Basically, you should have Java in your system. Okay. So when we say Java, it's like complete JDK package you should have in your system. You can obviously go to, if you just Google it, and just say Java download. So this is the official website, oracle.com/in Java. This one. Um, Java 23 is the latest one, but they provide the older version also, JDK 21, anything. It's better to have latest one if you're working with Windows 11, and you can use all the latest thing, right? So based on your machine, you can install the installer and you can go ahead. I'm assuming as of now that you guys must be having Java in your system. If you don't, you can install it. That is the prerequisite to write the Playwright code. Fine. What else? Set environment variable. So basically, I'm talking more on the Windows here, Windows term. The thing is, you can set the environment variable to the path where your Java is present or the JDK folder is present. Generally, it is under C drive, then program file slash Java slash. There will be some JDK folder. Once you will install the JDK, you will get this folder in your system. Fine. So environment variable, you set it like, okay, there is a new variable Java underscore home, and the value will be like this. Okay. So this is a standard practice to set the Java home path. And then there is a path variable there. You should set it till bin folder. So here it's same, just at the path, you have to set it like till bin. Okay. Like this. What else we need apart from Java? Um, you should have Maven setup. Okay. Why we need this? Because if you are working with the project supported by Maven or the Mavenized project, you have to run certain commands, correct? Which we say Maven command to execute, right? And it supports you to compile your project, build your project, execute the test cases, seeing the reports, lot of things. So we can use the Maven project. It's like this. Okay, I'll talk about it just in some time. When I'll open Eclipse, I'll show you, right? But how to set up Maven? Same thing. You can simply go here, say Apache Maven. It's not hi-fi thing. It's very simple things. If you understand it step by step, why this is required, why we do this thing, you will understand it. It's not a difficult thing. This is all one-time setup thing. Okay. In fact, you can search in Google or YouTube video, set up Apache Maven in my system. So you will get the steps how to do that. Fine. So here, basically, when you go here, You can have this binary zip archive, this thing, and unzip it and put it somewhere in your system. But preferably put it under your C drive, program files inside that. So this is not going to install anything in your system. It is a simple folder structure which we want. It's like this. It's a simple folder structure which we want. And you have to again set up the environment variable, right? So what I'm saying with the environment variable is like this. You go to the environment variable and go to environment variable, and there is, let's say, maven underscore home that you have to set up. So I have put it inside my, I have made a folder Apache Maven, and inside that, once you will download this, right, the thing which I have shown you, this thing, and you unzip it, put it that at that location, and then going to environment variable saying I want to create a new variable maven underscore home and put the path. So this is the variable name which you have to set. Let's say maven underscore home, and the path where your maven folder is there. It's like this. That's it. At path level, let me check. Do we have to do anything with Maven underscore home? Yes, same thing. So you have to set till the bin folder, Maven underscore home, or you can give the full path. Percent Maven home is like the value it will take automatically. What you have set it here, like Maven underscore home and slash bin, right? It's like this. It's a shortcut to do that thing. It's like this. Fine. That's it. So these two settings are required. If you want to check, okay, whether I have Java in my system or not, so you can say Java-V. So this will give you whether Java you have in your system or not, right? So it's not showing. Let me say MVN-V. So when I did MVN-V, I'm able to see that I have Apache Maven, this particular version. I have Java version 23, Windows and all. So it is showing me that I have all the required things. Okay, fine. What else we need? We need, um, so let me give you the path from where you have to take the things. For the Maven, you will get it from here. Okay. And for Java, this is the path. Hold on, I should say Java download. This one. For Java, it's like this. Fine. What else? We need Eclipse. Why do we need Eclipse? Because we want to create project. We want to we want to write our code. We want to execute our code. So for all this purpose, we need Eclipse. Or you can use other IDs also like IntelliJ IDEA or VS Code or NetBeans, I think. There are a lot of IDs available, right? Eclipse is like predominantly generally people use for Java kind of project, right? It's like this. So we are also using Eclipse. How to get the Eclipse? I believe everyone has worked on it, but still, because I don't want people will install it from different sources which may not be official source. So it's better we should install the things from official websites. So eclipse.org, this is the official website, okay, where you can get Eclipse in your system. Eclipse is also same, like you don't have to like do a lot of things once you get the installer. So when I click here, it means it will get your MSI file or the installer in your system. Then once you will double click on it, it will start installing in your system. Fine. But keep in mind, there will be a lot of flavors of Eclipse. Eclipse for C++ developer, Eclipse for test engineer, Eclipse for PHP developer, Eclipse for JE developer, Eclipse for Java developer. So the very first option generally is Eclipse for Java developer when you will try to install it. Choose that one, right? It's a very simplest one to work with. So choose Eclipse for Java developer, right? It will come automatically when you will try to install this. Fine. That's it about the things which we need. What we want to go next is we want to talk about how to work with Playwright. That is the thing we are going to see. We'll talk about the syntax. Um, and if time will permit, will you know do a particular flow assertion, or the validation we will do like this. Okay, so now we want to talk about Playwright part. What is Playwright, first of all, right? So I have talked about it already, but if you want to check it again, um, I'll share the playlist where I have talked about the demo part. We have done some roadmap thing, right, already. I'll share that part. But let's open the Playwright's official website. This is the official website of Playwright, which says that Playwright enables reliable end-to-end testing for modern web application. This is for web application straightforward. That means the application which works over the web. In simple term, browsers, right? So any application which works over the browser, right? Web applications, you can automate it. When we say automate, you can automate the steps, whatever action you do in any particular website. Okay. If your question is whether it works for the desktop application, no. Okay. If you ask me whether it works for Android apps or iOS apps, no. This is for web application. Okay. Now, you can go through the official website. It has description about why it is good, what kind of capabilities it has. It is cross browser. That means you can write your test case and you can execute it in different browsers. You can uh, run on Chromium supported or WebKit supported or Firefox browser. You can run your test cases very easily. It's a cross platform. That means you can write your test cases and you can execute it in any of these systems, whether you're working on Windows or Linux or Mac OS. You can write anywhere, execute anywhere. It's very simple. Cross language. So if you're good with TypeScript, yes, you can write your code and execute. If you're good with JavaScript, if you're good with the Python, .NET, C Sharp, basically, or Java, you can use any of this language. Selenium also does the same thing. There may be one more language, Ruby is there, right? But most of the other languages, Playwright also supports those things, right? Mobile. So you can test the mobile web, not the apps, Android apps. No. Mobile web means the browser which you open on your mobile and then you do some action. That is possible through Playwright. Great capability. Because generally, when you want to test your web application, you want to check, okay, in mobile how it will look like, whether all the functions are working or not. You're able to click on something, you're able to see all the options or not. So yes, for the mobile web, it is useful, right? Why people are using Playwright nowadays, right? There is a reason. There is a reason. The reason is no flaky test case. So when we say flaky test case, it's like generally the test cases which fails because of synchronization, because of parallel execution, because of badly implemented weight mechanism, right? Those kind of test cases which work sometimes, which doesn't work sometimes, right? In Playwright, I cannot say 100% it is resolved, but they have their auto wait mechanism. So for every command, it waits automatically to work on a particular locator. It's like this, right? So it has its own timeout thing, which resolves a lot of things. Another thing is, um, it is different from other tools. How it is, architectural wise, it is different. So the thing is, it creates a browser context and you work with that browser directly using your commands. It's like this. Whereas in Selenium, what you do is you have a Selenium client where you are writing your code, and then there is a JSON wire protocol which communicates with the driver, and driver communicates with the browser, right? It's like this. So here in Playwright, there is nothing like driver thing. It has different browsers already. When you will instantiate through a command, I'll show you how to do that thing, and then it will directly communicate with the browser itself, which it has opened. Okay. Tracing is good, debugging is good. The way you debug here, the way you are asserting it, it's very easy with the Playwright, right? um what other things it has? I'm going with this thing actually, code gen. So it provides its own kind of tool where you can record your actions and you can generate the code in different language. It's like this. It's a very powerful thing. Not exactly you can compare, but if you have seen Selenium IDE, there also it was like this. But this is not like CodeGen. Here, CodeGen is not like uh, browser extension. No, no, it's not like this. So we'll see it later on when we'll start the course. The thing is, it will open a particular user interface where you can do some actions and record it and generate the code, which you can directly use in your test automation scripts. Okay. Playwright has its own inspector, though it's optional whether you want to use the Playwright's inspector, or if you are using Selectors Hub or some other tool, or you are inspecting the element on your own, it's perfectly fine. So for the new people, what I'm saying about the inspecting it, so let's assume that this is a website and I want to click on this login button, right? Manually, what you do, you just go here through your mouse and you click here, correct? So that is mouse action you are doing. But when you write the automation script, obviously you have to find this element and then you have to do some action over it. Right? So we have to find the elements uniquely. Okay. So to find the element, there are different techniques. There are different locator techniques, like through XPath, through ID. So that is generally more to do with the HTML tags and its attributes. So when I right click here, I can say inspect. So this will give me the code behind this login link. Okay, if you observe here, this is saying me there is an anchor tag. See here, A, where class is something, href is something, and it has text login. So I have to identify this element uniquely, everything, because I want to work on it, right? So for example, this is my text box. So I have to, so there is an arrow icon here. I can click here, go here, and I should be able to check, okay, it's an input tag with ID something, login underscore email. There is a class, there is an input type is equals to text. Placeholder is equals to something, required is equals to blank, autofocus is blank. So these are called attributes. Input is tag, T-A-G, tag. And ID is attribute, class is attribute, type is attribute, and these are the values for that attributes. Right? So if you want to become a test engineer or test automation engineer, we must, we should be good on HTML side to understand how it is, right? Fine. So what I was saying is, Playwright has its inspector. If you want to use it, it will help you to inspect the element and get the code for the XPath or CSS selector or jQuery selector. Trace viewer is there to capture all the information to investigate the where the failure is there, right? And all. Fine. How to work with Playwright then? Let's see that part. I'll take the questions in a short. Let's set up the Playwright and then we can have the question. Okay. So what to do? So what you can do is go to your Eclipse and say file and say new. Let me close everything, whatever is opened already. Okay, so what we can do is file, new project, and you will see these options, Maven, and I'll say Maven project. I'll go on next, and I will say create a simple project archetype. So basic archetype I want to, skip the archetype selection. Okay, so archetype is like project structure, and other related details. It will come automatically. But I want to skip it as of now. And I'll say next. And here you can give the folder name, like let's say learning playwright test automation. And I'll copy this. I'll put it here also. This will be your um, real project name actually. The rest of the things keep it as it is. Don't You don't have to put it anything here. Just say finish. So this creates Maven project. So Java project is different than the Maven project. In Java project, you write your Java uh, you know mm, code, but you have to add the jars if it is required on your own. Correct? You have to download the jar, you have to put it somewhere, and you have to link it to your Selenium, your code, right? If you're using Selenium or with the Java project, you have to do it. Okay, now what has happened? Okay, it has created the project Learning Playwright Test Automation, this one. If you see here, you will get the pom.xml file. This is the pom.xml file where you can link or you can add the playwright libraries, because till now we have created simple kind of project, only Maven project, right? So if I want to write a simple Java program, I can write like this. I can create new and say package. I will say practice, finish. Let's create a simple Java program to check whether it is working fine or not. I'll say create a new class, and I'll say um, check one, check one. So I'm just checking whether my Java program is working fine or not. And I'll say system.out.println. I am learning Playwright. Fine. Let's run this. Run as Java application. See here, the output is coming here. Let me put it here. So we have written this code and you are able to see the output in the console window, this one. So Java is working fine. Now how to work with the Playwright now? So for that, you have to add the Playwright libraries here. Okay. As of now, if you see here, JRE system libraries are there, which is related to your Java libraries, right? How to do that? Let's go to their official website again. So if you see here, there are help available Java. Okay, I'm going here. Okay. Where is that? Let's go to the doc. Doc and form.xml. Okay, these ones. So they have provided that, okay, if you want to work with the Playwright, you have to add these things in your um, form file. So I'm going back to Eclipse. In my form file, I will add it. That's it. And you have to save your form file now. So I'll show that now. Let's save it. What will happen once you will say you save it, you will observe that at the left hand side, ambient repository folder will be created and all the supporting jars or the libraries will come to that folder. Automatically it will download it from the source. So let's save this. You will observe that at the top, it's a bottom right side. There was some progress was coming, but it is very fast. It's done in my system. In your system, it may take time. Okay. From where I got this thing, I went to this place. I am putting it in chat window. I got this from this place. So what is the step to work with the Playwright? Open Eclipse, create Maven project, add dependency from this place. Okay, done. Okay, so what we have done, we have added it. So if you observe here, ambient dependency folder has come. And here we have Playwright 1.48.0 jar because this is the latest one. It has come with this. JSON. There are a lot of other supporting jars in a single bundle with Playwright 1.48.0. It has come. These plugins are required to work with the Maven project. Basically, that's it. To start with, as of now, just these things are required. Nothing like too much libraries. No, it's not required. As of now, to start with the Playwright, this is the minimum thing you need. Now we will automate a test flow.